Don't plant these 7 crops in July. You'll regret it. July can be a surprisingly dangerous month in the vegetable garden. Because while some crops absolutely thrive when planted now, others almost guarantee disappointment. Weak seedlings, bitter leaves, premature flowering, poor harvests, and in some cases, complete failure. Unfortunately, many gardeners waste precious time, money, seeds, and energy planting crops that simply don't appreciate midsummer conditions. And that's especially frustrating when you're gardening on a budget, or when bending, digging, and starting over becomes more difficult with age. The good news is that many of these disappointments are completely avoidable. Today, we're going to look at 7 popular crops you should think twice about planting in July, and more importantly, what you should grow instead. Because timing in gardening really is everything. And make sure you stay until the end, because the final crop on today's list surprises almost everyone. Most gardeners assume it grows perfectly well in July, but the reality is far more complicated. If you're new here, welcome to Easy Gardening for Seniors, where we share simple, practical gardening advice designed specifically for older gardeners and beginners. And if you enjoy stress-free gardening tips, consider subscribing and joining our growing gardening community. Now let's begin with one of the most common July planting mistakes of all. Number 1. Lettuce. Lettuce and midsummer heat often make a very disappointing combination. Now, before anyone rushes to the comments, yes, there are exceptions. Some heat-tolerant varieties can perform reasonably well during summer, especially when grown in partial shade. But many gardeners continue sowing ordinary lettuce varieties throughout July and then wonder why the harvest suddenly becomes bitter, sparse, or disappointingly short-lived. Many gardeners sow an entire row, carefully water it through summer, only to discover that just as the leaves reach harvest size, the plants suddenly shoot upward and turn bitter almost overnight. The problem is that lettuce is naturally a cool season crop. As temperatures rise and days remain long, lettuce begins preparing for survival rather than producing tender leaves. Gardeners call this bolting. Suddenly, instead of producing fresh, sweet leaves, the plant starts sending up a tall flower stalk. And once that happens, leaf quality often declines rapidly. Leaves frequently become bitter, tough, and much less enjoyable to eat. Many gardeners assume the plants simply need more water. Unfortunately, extra watering alone rarely solves the problem, because heat and day length, not drought, are usually the main triggers. Now, if you absolutely must grow lettuce in July, there are ways to improve your chances. Choose heat-tolerant varieties. Grow plants where they'll receive morning sun but afternoon shade, and keep the soil consistently moist. Growing lettuce in containers can also be surprisingly helpful, because containers can easily be moved into shadier positions during extreme heat. Senior-friendly gardening hack. Many older gardeners find lightweight containers or raised planters ideal for summer lettuce because they reduce bending while making it easy to protect plants from intense afternoon sun. But in many regions, you may find greater success waiting late summer to sow your main lettuce crops. And if you still want leafy greens during hot weather, consider alternatives such as New Zealand spinach or Malabar spinach, both of which cope with summer heat far better. And if you think lettuce struggles in July, wait until you hear about our next crop. Number 2. Spinach. Spinach and July often make an even more disappointing combination. In fact, many gardeners sow spinach in midsummer only to watch it bolt almost immediately. Again, this happens because spinach is fundamentally a cool weather crop. Long days and high temperatures trigger a powerful survival response. Instead of producing lush leaves, the plant quickly begins flowering and setting seed. And the transformation can happen astonishingly fast. You may see beautiful young seedlings emerge, only to discover flower stalks appearing just a few weeks later. It's one of the most frustrating experiences beginner gardeners encounter. Many gardeners mistakenly believe that if they water more heavily, spinach will continue producing. Unfortunately, once temperatures consistently climb, spinach often has other ideas. Now, there are a few exceptions. Gardeners living in cooler coastal climates or northern regions may still enjoy some success. And if you're determined to grow spinach during summer, growing it in partial shade can certainly help. But for many gardeners across the United States, Canada, and much of Europe, July simply isn't spinach's favorite time of year. Instead, late summer sowings for autumn harvests are often far more successful. The leaves tend to remain tender for longer, and plants frequently continue producing well into cooler weather. Senior-friendly gardening hack. If summer temperatures regularly exceed 90 degrees in your area, consider using shade cloth over raised beds. Even light shading can significantly reduce heat stress and extend harvests. And here's a fascinating fact. Spinach grown during cool autumn weather often contains higher sugar levels than spinach grown during hot weather, which is one reason many gardeners believe fall spinach tastes noticeably sweeter. Now, our next crop surprises many gardeners because people often associate it with spring and fall. Yet every year, countless gardeners still try sowing it in midsummer, usually with disappointing results. And coming up later, we'll talk about a crop almost everyone believes can be planted all summer long, but planting at the wrong time can leave you badly disappointed.
Number 3. Peas. Peas may be one of the biggest July planting mistakes gardeners make. Now, to be clear, autumn peas can absolutely be successful in some cooler climates. But for many gardeners, especially those experiencing hot summers, July sowings struggle from the very beginning. The problem starts with germination. Pea seeds prefer cool, moist soil. When soil temperatures become excessively warm, germination often becomes slow, patchy, or poor altogether. And even if seedlings emerge successfully, they frequently face another challenge. Peas dislike prolonged heat. High temperatures often cause plants to stop flowering, reduce pod production, and decline rapidly. Many gardeners become discouraged because spring peas performed beautifully, so naturally they expect a second midsummer sowing to behave in exactly the same way. Unfortunately, summer conditions can be dramatically different. And while some northern gardeners may still enjoy success, many gardeners in warmer regions simply end up wasting valuable garden space. In many areas, waiting just a few more weeks until temperatures begin easing can dramatically improve results. Many gardeners notice seedlings becoming weak, flowering poorly, or simply collapsing once prolonged summer heat arrives. And unfortunately, no amount of extra watering can completely compensate for temperatures that are simply too high for peas to thrive. In many regions, waiting until late summer when temperatures begin cooling can dramatically improve your chances of success. Senior-friendly gardening hack. Many older gardeners find autumn peas far easier to manage because cooler weather often means less watering, less heat stress, and fewer exhausting trips outside carrying watering cans. And here's a fascinating fact. Pea flowers are actually self-pollinating. In fact, many pea flowers fertilize themselves before they even fully open. But our next crop surprises many gardeners because people often assume that herbs automatically love summer heat. Number 4. Cilantro. Because it's an herb, many gardeners naturally assume cilantro should thrive during midsummer. Unfortunately, cilantro often has very different plans. In fact, cilantro may be one of the fastest bolting herbs in the entire garden. As soon as temperatures rise and days remain long, cilantro frequently begins preparing to flower and set seed. And once flowering begins, leaf production slows dramatically. Many gardeners sow cilantro in July, expecting months of fresh leaves for salads, soups, and cooking. Instead, they often end up with tall, spindly plants covered in flowers within just a few weeks. Many gardeners assume they've done something wrong, when in reality, the plant is simply responding exactly as nature intended. Now, to be fair, there are exceptions. Gardeners in cooler climates or those able to provide significant afternoon shade may still enjoy reasonable harvests, and succession sowing every couple of weeks can sometimes extend the season. But for many gardeners, especially during hot summers, cilantro is often far happier when grown in spring or autumn. Now here's the interesting part. Those flowers aren't entirely bad news. Once cilantro bolts and sets seed, those seeds become coriander, the very same spice used in kitchens around the world. So even if your cilantro bolts, all is not necessarily lost. Senior-friendly gardening hack. Growing cilantro in portable containers allows you to move plants into afternoon shade during heat waves, often extending harvests significantly. And here's a fascinating fact. Cilantro and coriander come from the exact same plant. In North America, we usually call the leaves cilantro and the seeds coriander. And speaking of crops that struggle with summer heat, our next vegetable frustrates gardeners year after year.
Number 5. Cauliflower. Cauliflower can be one of the most frustrating vegetables you'll ever grow, and July is often when disappointment begins. Now, this doesn't mean cauliflower should never be started in July. Experienced gardeners often sow fall cauliflower successfully. The problem is that timing needs to be almost perfect. Cauliflower is extremely sensitive to temperature stress. Excessive heat can stunt plants, slow development, or cause heads to form prematurely while still very small. Gardeners sometimes call these tiny, underdeveloped heads buttoning, and unfortunately, buttoning is one of the most common cauliflower disappointments. Many gardeners carefully nurture seedlings for weeks, only to harvest heads barely larger than a golf ball. Heat stress, inconsistent growth, root disturbance, and poor timing can all contribute. Many gardeners carefully water and feed their plants all summer, only to discover tiny heads forming far sooner than expected. It's incredibly frustrating, especially after weeks of effort. July conditions simply make these problems much more likely in many climates. Now, gardeners living in cooler northern regions may still enjoy excellent results, but for many gardeners across warmer parts of the United States, Southern Europe, and similar climates, delaying sowing slightly or selecting heat-tolerant varieties often produces better results. Senior-friendly gardening hack. Starting cauliflower in modules or plug trays at table height makes seed sowing and transplanting much easier on the back, while allowing you to monitor young plants more comfortably. And here's a fascinating fact. Cauliflower heads are actually masses of undeveloped flower buds. If left unharvested, those familiar white heads eventually open into clusters of beautiful yellow flowers. Now, if you think cauliflower can be fussy, our next crop can be equally disappointing when planted at the wrong time. Number 6. Broccoli. Broccoli might surprise you. After all, many gardeners successfully grow excellent fall broccoli crops. So why is broccoli appearing today's list? Because many gardeners misunderstand the timing. I'm not saying never sow broccoli in July. I'm saying that many gardeners incorrectly sow broccoli in July. Broccoli, like cauliflower, strongly prefers cool growing conditions, and while young plants can tolerate warm weather surprisingly well, prolonged heat often creates problems later. High temperatures can stunt plants, slow growth, encourage premature flowering, or cause small, poor-quality heads. Many gardeners direct sow broccoli during the hottest weeks of summer and then wonder why harvests disappoint. In many climates, it's often better to start broccoli indoors or in shaded nursery areas before transplanting once conditions become more favorable. Choosing heat-tolerant varieties can also improve success dramatically. And if you think broccoli appearing on this list was surprising, wait until you hear the final crop. It catches almost every gardener off guard. Here's something many gardeners overlook. Broccoli grown for autumn harvests frequently tastes sweeter and develops firmer heads than broccoli harvested during summer heat. Senior-friendly gardening hack. Lightweight shade cloths suspended over young broccoli seedlings can dramatically reduce heat stress while minimizing daily watering demands. And here's a fascinating fact. Broccoli contains natural compounds called glucosinolates, which are partly responsible for both its distinctive flavor and many of its well-known health benefits. And now we've arrived at the final crop on today's list, a crop that surprises almost everyone. Number 7. Carrots. Now, this final crop surprises almost everyone. Carrots. At this point, some of you are probably thinking, wait a minute, aren't carrots supposed to be planted throughout summer? Well, yes and no, and this is exactly where many gardeners become disappointed. I'm not saying you should never sow carrots in July. I'm saying you need to be very careful which carrots you sow and when you sow them. Many gardeners continue sowing large main crop storage varieties well into late July or even August, expecting huge autumn roots. Unfortunately, in many regions, particularly those with shorter growing seasons, those slower maturing varieties simply don't have enough time left to produce the large roots gardeners expect. And even when they do grow, hot, dry midsummer weather often creates additional problems. Poor germination, patchy emergence, and sometimes disappointingly small roots. Many gardeners carefully sow row after row of carrots, water faithfully for weeks, and then watch in frustration as only a handful of seedlings appear. It's one of the most discouraging experiences in the summer vegetable garden. Carrot seeds can be notoriously fussy during hot weather. In fact, many gardeners sow carrots during July, wait patiently, see very few seedlings emerge, and assume the seeds have failed altogether. The reality is often much simpler. The soil was simply too warm or too dry. And unfortunately, because carrot seeds are so small and shallowly sown, they can dry out astonishingly quickly during hot weather. Now, if you live in a region with a long growing season, you may still have plenty of time to sow carrots successfully. And if you're sowing during the latter part of July, consider choosing faster maturing salad varieties instead of slow main crop varieties. These quicker varieties often produce excellent harvests before the growing season comes to an end. Now, here's a professional trick many experienced gardeners use. Water the seed drill thoroughly before sowing. Then, after sowing, cover the row with a wooden plank or board for a few days. This helps keep the soil cooler and prevents it from drying out too quickly. Just remember to check underneath every day and remove the board the moment seedlings begin emerging. Senior-friendly gardening hack. Seed tape can make carrot sowing far easier for gardeners with arthritis, stiff fingers, or reduced dexterity. It also dramatically reduces the amount of thinning needed later. And here's a fascinating fact. Carrots contain natural compounds that actually become sweeter as temperatures cool. That's one reason many gardeners believe autumn carrots taste noticeably better than summer-grown roots. So there you have it. 7 popular crops that may leave gardeners disappointed when planted in July. But here's the important thing. Just because some crops struggle during midsummer doesn't mean your gardening season is over. Far from it. In fact, July is one of the most productive sowing months in the entire gardening calendar, provided you choose the right crops. Some vegetables actually prefer being planted in July. Florence fennel, kale, beets, winter radishes, chicories, parsley, and many others can still reward you with abundant harvests in the months ahead. And if you'd like to discover exactly which crops you should be planting right now, be sure to watch our video on the 7 crops you shouldn't miss planting in July. Gardening success isn't just about what you plant, it's about planting the right crop at the right time. And that simple principle can save you an enormous amount of disappointment. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of today's crops surprised you the most? Have you ever planted one of these vegetables in July and regretted it? Share your experience in the comments below. Your advice may help another gardener avoid making the same mistake. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Easy Gardening for Seniors for more simple, practical, stress-free gardening advice every week. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe in the garden, and I'll see you in the next video.